Hello and welcome to a new series, Breaking Solo Queue, where Encism presents you the best ways to ruin your teammates' games. The first guide in the series will be about target killer Singed. Your goal is to make your enemy feel as miserable as yourself, since your team will be flaming you for picking Singed in the first place. In order to achieve that goal, you need to target one enemy at the beginning of the game and kill him over and over again until they eventually rage quit and regret playing this match more than installing this shitty game. First and foremost, make absolutely sure to dodge whenever Tristana or Caitlyn is on the enemy team, so you can avoid playing a game of 50 agonizing minutes before surrendering to the enemy team. For the sake of this goal, you need to get a better understanding of Singed's kit to fully utilize his strengths. Let's start with the relevant abilities first. Passive, Noxious Slipstream. Singed gets a pair of rockets strapped onto his back, providing him with a short burst of movement speed whenever he gets close to a champion, whether it is an allied or an enemy champion. This ability has an internal cooldown of 10 seconds for each champion. This passive is great when you are able to get close to your target and allows you to continue shoving your giant shield up your target's ass. Make sure to make use of this passive as many times as possible to secure some additional kills for yourself by KSing from your teammates. Q. Poison Trail. Trying to become a great leader for his teammates, Singed looks up to his sole and only idol, Adolf, and tries to copy him. When toggled on, Singed leaves a trail of poisonous gas behind whenever he walks, making sure to cleanse the shit out of Summoner's Rift. Enemies who walk into the trail receive damage over time and will eventually die a painful and agonizing death. To be honest, this ability is only useful in the early game, given that it has a high base damage and really low mana cost per second. Its only function is to get you through your early game. R. Insanity Potion. Singed pumps himself with ecstasy, acid, speed, cocaine, PCP and some other good stuff, causing almost every single of his defensive stats, as well as ability power and movement speed to go up by 35 to 85 points. This ability is what makes Singed excellent at dueling with his target, since it provides him with every single stat he needs to get close to his target. His other abilities are somewhat irrelevant for target killer Singed's playstyle, but can help Singed out every now and then. His W, Ejaculation. Singed blows his load on the location, slowing down and grounding every enemy that is standing on his cover. This ability is only useful to punish cocky Fiora, Zed and Yasuo players, who are spamming their mastery emote over and over again. His W prevents degenerate Z players from using their ult, making them perfect targets for a good ass whooping. And at last his E, Fling. Singed flings his opponent behind him, dealing a portion of their maximum health as magic damage, as well as some base damage. This is Singed's only form of CC he brings with his kit. But for this build we try to avoid using it as much as possible, because you cannot auto-attack while you fling someone, which means you will be giving up on your strong auto-attacks in exchange for a little bit of CC. This ability is so useful for flinging tanks into your carries who behave like shit all game long and don't improve your way of playing Singed. Make sure to stand on top of the corpse of your carry afterwards and laugh maniacally after the enemy tanks killed him. By doing this, you will gain honors in no time. Moving on to the item build. Given that Singe's ult grants him a lot of free defensive stats, you will only be lacking in damage. In order to make up for the lack of damage, you will be building a Humus Ghostblade as a first item. Not only does this item provide you with the stats you will need, which is attack damage and lethality, but also with a short movement speed boost every 45 seconds. Since we are jungling, we are going to start with a Hunter's Machete and build it into a Stalker's Plate. After that, grab your Poacher's Dirk. By casually counter-jungling, your Poacher's Dirk will transform into a Serrated Dirk in no time. Follow up by building a Duskblade of Dortal to get even more lethality and attack damage. The passive this item offers will traumatize him more than an experience with an abusive and molesting father. Get an Infinity Edge and a Zeal item to get a 50% critical strike chance. And throw in some boots whenever you feel like it. Just don't buy mobility boots, since you will lose the movement speed once you get hit or accidentally gas an enemy. If you haven't won or lost by now, you should be ashamed of yourself for playing in such an elo. At last you can fully upgrade your Stalker's Plate with a Warrior enchantment and voila, you're done. Next are the Masteries. The Masteries have been specifically created for this build and have been approved by Darius himself.
How is any of this productive? How is it constantly fucking harping productive?
Only lacking in damage means to put a strong emphasis on the offensive Masteries. Therefore, go 12-18-0, taking Stormrider's Surge as a keystone mastery for this build. Take Fury, Fresh Blood, Natural Talent and Battle Trance in the Ferocity mastery tree, as well as Savagery, Assassin, Merciless, Dangerous Game and Precision in the Cunning mastery tree. As for the rune page, just throw in some flat armor, glyphs and seals, take some flat attack damage marks, and now take exactly 1 lethality, 1 attack speed and 1 movement speed quint. Target Killer Singe is a great assassin. Learning day by day to reach his idol, Singe continues to hunt down and gas his enemies. Stay tuned to spread more diseases on the Rift.